So I wanted to kind of touch base about what Irv said in his video yesterday. I tell you, man, the commercial stuff sounds really, really appealing to me. And the reason, and I know why Irv does that. Well, number one, most of the commercial customers, they got more than one property. So it's higher value customers at the end of the day, right? But that was some really good knowledge that he put out yesterday. And I eat that kind of crap up, man, where he's talking about, going to them and saying, hey, I want to go, I want year round, and I want to charge this much, and then break it down, for them to be able to see it the way he sees it, and for him to actually give himself a raise, like you said. That's good business, man, and that's you don't get that without experience. You don't understand that without experience, and people don't give you that without some history, right? You got to have a relationship with a proven track record with the client to be able to get them to do that. And apparently, and I wouldn't expect anything less, he's valued by them. And that's, real game-changing knowledge there, because you can apply that to, other customers. And not saying that it's going to work every time, but every time you do stuff like that, and he'll tell you, and it builds your confidence up. It makes you realize, that you are on the right path of, where you're supposed to be. And what better way to get more money without any more work? I mean, come on, man. That's a beautiful thing, man. So I might apply what he applied to one of his commercial people to a couple of mine. To a couple of my residentials. My commercial people already pay, well, not all of them, but a lot of them pay 12 months out of the year. But they don't like it when I don't have to do a lot. Yeah, I can't think of a downside to commercial stuff. The only downside that I can see, big picture down stuff, is if you lose the customer. Like if I lost one of my commercials that has, 20 something properties, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt bad. But if you're doing that many properties for a commercial outfit, the more properties you do for them and the more complex things are, the less likely they're going to fire you. That's been in my experience. Because they value their time. Unless you're just doing a piss poor job, then yeah, or about the, or maybe they get brother-in-law to do it. But other than that, they're not, my commercial customers ain't out looking for bids every season. They're not like HOAs and, some of the smaller businesses that I do for. They're not like government either, where they're, want somebody to come give them a quote every year and then they just go with the cheapest quote. That's usually, when people are searching for quotes, that's usually what they go with. That's why they're searching for quotes. And I'm not saying that that's going to work out for them every time, but you want to put yourself in a spot where you don't have to worry about the competition, or if you do worry about the competition, it's very minimal, as long as you're doing the work and doing a good job and not trying to beat nobody, and all that. It's common sense stuff to me, because you try, if somebody's trying to beat me, I'm going to fire them. I don't give a damn what it costs me to fire them. We'll get it all back, you know, once I establish with somebody else. But if you're doing the work and you're doing a quality job, it ain't got to be the best in the world, and you're doing what you say, which is critical, and you've built a long-term relationship with those customers, that's what you want. That's what you are where you want to be, to where you can get the most money, because it's not worth it to them to go try to find somebody else that may or may not can do it, that they got to spend a week with or 2 weeks with showing them the properties. And then they got to spend time with them showing them the expectations on each property and all that. And then you got to worry about them doing what they say and all that. That's not worth, you know, $400 or $500 to the commercial people that I deal with, you know, if they're going to save that much. It's certainly not worth a couple $100, because the difference in my price and someone comparable to my price is not, if I'm higher, I'm not by much, or if they're higher, they're not by much. Then it comes back to the person, right? It comes back to who you are and what you can do, and how you communicate with them, and how you're always Johnny on the spot or not. I'm Johnny on the spot if I ain't nothing else. And that gets you a long way with the commercial people. Because when they buy a property, a lot of times that they need somebody over there ASAP to clean it up so they can get the city off their back or whatever. I've had that happen a lot. To the point of where you won't drop everything you're doing, but you'll make way. And of course you charge accordingly. And when you got customers that don't ask you how much, and you've been doing work like that for them for 10 years, 12 years, 15 years, I'm talking about commercial outfits, you're good. You're good. Now, unless they go out of business or something, you know, that could happen, you know, any time in today's times, it seems like. But Irv has a great toehold on his business. He understands where his bread and butter is. And he showed you guys how much he understands that from yesterday's video. That was a good video, dude. And Irv, people just think that we're country bumpkins out here. They think that. You know, they just think that we don't know what we're doing and we don't know how to get to the money. And, you know, because we don't have 10 guys and 5 trucks. You know, they don't understand that we know how to get to the money that we can keep. It's critical. You know that as well as I know. So big shout out to Irv over there, and all you guys that have really, you know, strived to be better this summer, man. You know, that might sound corny and lame, but I really feel like that. Yeah, man. So we get in here and kick back for an hour or so, and then we're going to, hopefully we'll get some more rain. It looks like it might rain again. It's Sammy Time Thursday, y'all. I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll kick it.